Have you ever wondered how to make a bow with using ribbon that has lettering on it and the lettering is all facing the right direction? I'm Stephanie Williams, and in this bow tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Hey friends, my name is Stephanie Williams, owner of Festive Creations by Stephanie. Let's make a Mardi Gras bow with 5 ribbons. For this bow, I'm going to be using some 22 gauge floral wire. I'm going to be using a 2.5-inch ribbon and 4 1.5-inch ribbon. And of course, my easy bow maker and a pair of good scissors. No one else is allowed to touch. They are for ribbon only. Sometimes I'll use a zip tie for my bow. I'm going to have one on deck, just depending on the thickness of the bow. So for this particular bow, I'm going to start out with a 2-inch ribbon, and we're going to zoom right in on what I'm doing. So for this particular bow has lettering, or this particular ribbon has lettering that is facing all one direction. It is purely up to you whether you want it to look appropriate when you go to add your tails or add your bows. There's just an extra little twist involved to get all of the lettering facing the right direction. I'm going to measure out 15 inches, and that is going to be my ribbon tail. I'm going to put that right at the 15-inch mark down in between the 2 dowel rods, give it a good twist, and I'm going to bring that tail back towards me. Now that I have that twist, it put the ugly side of the ribbon facing up and the pretty side is here. I'm going to come out to the 6-inch mark, go down into my dowel rods and twist as I'm going down. If you want your ribbon to all be, the lettering to all be facing the same direction, now I'm just going to take this one and give it an extra twist. So you want to make sure that you do that as snugly and tightly as possible where that twist is at, so that you don't get a clump of ribbon there where it's going to meet in the center. I'm going to come over here to the 6-inch mark on my easy bow maker, give it a little twist, and you'll notice that I'm not flattening these out. I'm leaving them with some body to them. I'm going to repeat that, and we're going to have one more bow, or one more loop at 6 inches. Give it a twist. Give it that extra twist because of the lettering. And you do want to take some extra precautions when you're doing that extra twist. Then come back over here. So we're going to have 2 loops at 6 inches on each side. That last time I did not, when I put this one in, I did not twist it. So this is still facing pretty side up. I'm going to bring this out to the 15-inch mark and give it a cut. Now, please keep in mind that at this particular point, this writing is upside down. Let me just stop there. So if I want the writing to be right side up, I'm going to snip it just a little short there, and I'm going to turn my ribbon around, and I'm going to add this back into the bow. So I just kind of pinch that about 2 inches in, and I cut it long enough so now both of my tails, the writing is both facing the same direction. That's the hardest part about this one, because the remainder of our ribbon is all uniform. It does not have special lettering. So let's get started and let's add some more. So I'm going to repeat this process, measuring out 15 inches, twist as I'm going down. I'm going to do another 6-inch loop on this side, another 6-inch loop on this side. And this time we're only going to do 1 loop. I'm going to bring that down, cut it off. The next ribbon, I'm going to be using this beautiful contrasting purple, and I'm going to repeat this again, 15 inches, twist, push down, but this time I'm going to make my loop at 5 inches. I'm going to come in about an inch, give it a twist as I'm going down, 5-inch twist, go down. Actually, on this one, we don't twist. We're going to leave it right side up and bring it down. Cut it off at the other lengths as well. Let's bring in some more fun ribbon with this beautiful tie-dye ribbon in the Mardi Gras colors. And this time, I'm going to do another 5-inch loop, give it a twist, 5-inch loop, not twist, one of those on each side. For our 5th and final ribbon, I'm going to measure out my tail, give it a twist, and this time I'm going to come in about a 1/2 inch, give it a twist, push down, another 1/2 inch shorter on this side, twist, push down, and this time we're going to do 2 loops on each side. 1 and 2. Don't twist on the last one. So what you should be seeing right now is just about like this. We did 2 loops of the 2.5 inch, 1 loop of the gold dot, 1 loop of the purple, 1 loop of the tie-dye, and 2 loops of the stripe. Ta-da! Now, because this is a thicker bow, this is one of those situations where I'm probably going to use a zip tie, and zip ties can really help set you up for success, because when you have a really thick amount of fabric in there, you want to make sure that it's good and tight. And then of course we've got those twists in there on our Mardi Gras ribbon, so that we've faced the lettering all the same size or same direction. This is kind of a shorter zip tie, so it's just taking me a little bit longer to maneuver it. Feed that in there. And before I tighten it, I'm going to actually remove it. Before I tighten it, I'm going to once again make sure that all of my ribbon is looking just like I wanted it to. So not tight enough that I can't maneuver my ribbon around. Bring all those tails down front. And before I give it a final tighten, I'm going to take that piece of floral wire and I'm going to come right underneath that zip tie and add my floral wire. So now my customer, whoever purchases this bow, has a strong wire that they can attach it to a wreath. They can attach it to a mailbox. They can attach it to a banister. Anywhere that they're wanting to dress up an area, they can attach it to a gift if they like. So I leave them ample ribbon or ample wire so that it can go around most surfaces. So a good anywhere from 24 to 36 inches of wire added on is usually long enough for them to attach it to whatever surface they want to attach it to. All right, 2 loops. And I'm going to now finalize and make this one, my zip tie, super tight. Once I have that tightened down, I cut off any excess of the zip tie. I'll move that little stub of the zip tie out of my way so that it isn't in a position where it's going to jab someone, stab someone if they touch it. And there we go. So now we're just going to lay our ribbon, just position it where we intended it to be. You'll notice that when I'm fluffing it, I'm using both fingers and I'm pulling up and away from the bow to give it more volume. And I do that on both sides. With the zip tie, you can really twist and pull and tug on your ribbon without worrying that it's going to come out of your bow. As always, you want to use good quality ribbon like we carry at festivecreationsbystephanie.com. Always should be wired ribbon. And you too can make a beautiful bow to hang or sell on a place that, any place that you want to decorate and make a beautiful statement.